word.
think I don't know if you already moved on, but like the question about the hookup culture and who has control of it.
Yeah.
Like my personal take is that it is women because, like you said, we're gatekeepers of it. If we understood like the risk that we're taking when we sleep with a man who's not committed to us, we could literally get pregnant by him and not have him around the next day. So like you don't want to get pregnant and have to carry that child for 9 months without support, without that strong provision and that strong protection. And so we need to think long term. And I also think that fathers are a huge influence in stopping hookup culture, you know, because they can teach their daughters the importance of this. They can be that strong father figure to tell them not to have sex with any man, that they must commit themselves to you for life. Because then that's a form of protection for your heart, you know, not just your body, but your heart and your spirit and your mind. That way you don't have to be depressed. You don't have to worry about an unplanned pregnancy. You don't have to worry about being a single mom and things like that, because you're taught that you are valuable, that you are precious, you know, that you must commit to a man who loves you and will raise children with you, because you need that. And so I think it's both, women for sure, because they get to say yes or no. But I think fathers will bring that revolution back when they teach their daughters what a strong man looks like and what to look for in a future husband. And they get to be that standard and that example, and they can change, you know, the way that things are going.
Wait, so far, do you think that it's men are to blame for hookup culture? Or you think it's both?
I
or
wouldn't even call it a blame thing. I guess I was saying who creates the culture of casual sex. I'm not even vilifying it
who
necessarily.
creates the culture of casual sex?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I would say it's probably the party that wants casual sex, right?
I think it's feminism and fatherlessness, which happens at the same time, because wives are taught to leave their husbands, and then daughters grow up without their fathers.
But the thing is that far fewer men are capable or do engage in hookup culture.
I don't think that's true. What's the population of men who can't secure sex? Was it like a third? So that's still
it's more than women that can't secure sex.
But I'm still saying that leaves open like the 2/3 of men who are able to fuck.
Well, but two-thirds of men can't easily participate in hookup culture. The 1/3 of men, I think the stat is they report that in the past year they've not had sex. Mm-hmm. But that doesn't mean that the other 2/3 of men are just fucking able to crush it like every fucking weekend, like just go out and bang a new chick. I would say that's reserved for the top tier of men. I want to say the top 10% of men are able to like consistently get with a new girl once a week, maybe. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's pretty remarkable. But whereas the ability to, I would say almost any woman, even unattractive women, if they were so inclined, could fuck a new guy every single day of the week. And for a guy to be able to do that, that's reserved for like men, not only good-looking men, but men with status.
Yeah, I guess hookup culture usually refers to like college campuses. So there's already a certain status there in terms of being able to afford college, get into college. So I feel like men who go to college maybe are more attractive than like the average sample. Well, so they probably have easier time fucking. Like I think the incel population at college is probably a little bit smaller than it is for the general population.
Well, I mean, I think hookup culture extends beyond college, but that's definitely...
That's usually where the conversation takes place. I'm just saying, who do you think has more to benefit, like the guy or the girl, for trying to convince women that you'll be more empowered, you'll like have way more fun having casual sex? Is it like the cohorts of women who are like comforting each other because they can't get a text back from a guy they hooked up with last week?
I don't know. Women can have multiple orgasms, so it's a tough one there in terms of who gets the benefit from a sexual...
Yeah, is there anybody else that's like sex positive here? I mean, I like sex. And is there any women here that don't see a sexual encounter that didn't end in a committed relationship not a sin or a mistake? Excellent.
I don't know what you asked.
Like, does any sexual encounter with a man that doesn't end in a committed relationship a sin or a mistake?
So can it be a positive
Absolutely.
experience?
Positive.
I don't think it's necessarily bad sleeping with people. I think it's more so the amount of people you're sleeping with and how available you're making yourself to those men. Because I feel like us as women, we do open the gates to allowing men to be the way that they are sometimes, but I guess it also just depends on the person too.
I just want to bring it back to you. So, and if anyone else wants to jump in, feel free.
Yeah, I'll say one more thing here. I
Yeah.
think that there's like this eternal arms race between men and women. And I think it kind of boils down like this, is that all things being equal, men generally want as much sex as they can get with as little time and expenditure of resources as possible and with the most freedom. On the other hand, I think that most women want as much time, energy, and attention and securement of resources they can for the least provision of sex. All other things being equal. And that's sort of like the negotiation between men and women that occurs in the sexual marketplace. When women say that like it's bad to have sex outside of a committed relationship, on some level what they're saying is that they're giving it away too cheaply. And it's like, okay, well, why is that? Well, it's like the idea here is you might be able to get more for your sex than you're currently getting, and that's a problem for you, sister. Right? Okay.
I think they're we're gonna wrap up here pretty soon.
What about like if, because they're for like you guys believe like you should be committed when you have sex with someone,
wake
right?
up, everybody.
But what if you do commit to somebody and the sex is whack?
Dildos, something. What? Huh?
And-
I think that's an excellent point. I'm with you on
know,
that one. It's like, for me, a sexual relationship is where you get to have sex. I know that sounds obvious, but it's like the only legitimate relationship you have in society where you can get that. It's like your job is where you can get money. There's like no other relationship that you have that exists in society where you can get money. So why not really prioritize the financial dimensions of your job? It's like everything else that you can get from a marriage, you can get outside of a sexual relationship except sex. Like you can get partnership, you can get commitment, you can get loyalty, you can get support, you can even get children. You can get money, time, and attention. You can get all those things. What's unique to a sexual relationship is sex. And I think it makes sense to prioritize that.